Coach, thank you for taking time with us after the match. Can you give us your initial reaction to the match?
Yeah, I think we competed really well. Obviously, you're never happy with a loss. You're disappointed that you lost, but we can't replicate that type of competition in our gym. So we have to adapt, and that was what I thought we did really well. We adapted pretty well, and we didn't come up with a lot of kills. We made more errors than I would have liked to, but this is day 5 of training for us this year in January. So we're gonna have those miscues, and hopefully we can iron those out.
Do you think there's no turning point in a sweep, but do you think there was a moment in the match where you just thought that the match was getting out of hand?
There's some runs there, yeah, when they're definitely lighting up some serves, and there's nothing we can do about that. But the point of that is really to ride out the hard times, really stay together, keep working at it, and then capitalize when the points come. And the second set, I thought we did that really well, and that's why it was a lot closer.
One of the bright spots was Jack Wilson's performance. Can you comment on what you saw from him tonight?
It's one of those things where you don't know what you're going to get until they're put in that situation, and Jack definitely stepped up and put some things together that I knew was in him to do. It was just this environment needed to bring it out of him.
He was showing his wound to his hand after the match to some fans. What happened to him?
Well, I think this was a geographical injury. The East Coast, we had some snow and ice and the temperatures and all of that, and he slipped and cut his hand on some ice.
This is your first match against a Mountain Pacific Federation team in a couple of years. How did this match come about? Did you reach out to Coach Dunphy? Did he reach out to you?
I think it's every year that we are able to kind of put it in our budget cycle to come out. It's pretty simple. The MPSF has a really tight window for any outside competition. And fortunately, men's volleyball is a small world, and it's easy to make a phone call and say, hey, do you have any availability? And Marv's always generous enough to open his schedule up if he has the ability to, and I think it helps that I went here for a little while.
What is the biggest challenge in facing a team like Pepperdine? Passing, and then kind of taking those swings where there's going to be huge guys reaching over the net and making an aggressive swing on those things. The hardest thing is to stay aggressive when guys are outsizing you a bit. But I think there are some of the guys on our team that started to do that, and as we can carry that through, that'll help us a lot. The serving, we're still working on our serves. They're a little bit more seasoned. They got a lot of seniors who have served a lot of balls over the course of 4 years. We've got freshmen and sophomore who haven't put that many reps in, especially reps in games. So, what are your expectations for this season? How would you define a successful season?
I would define a successful season as continuing to improve every time we go out and compete. And if we can make incremental jumps every time we play, then the outcomes are going to take care of themselves. The process is to improve every time we play. And if this was an indication of our starting point, I like our chances.
Just a few more questions.
Yeah.
Was there any sense of pride in facing a MPSF team for just defending the honor of the EIVA?
Yeah.
Was there any challenge in getting your team prepared just coming back from winter break?
Oh yeah, you just don't have enough time. You can't overwork them because then they don't have the physical capacity to play, and mentally they'll be super fatigued. So it's that balance within 3 days. Then you travel the 4th day, try to get a practice in the new gym, and then play the match the next day. So time is always a challenge.
Final question: is this a purely business trip, or did you guys have some fun on this trip?
We'll see. We'll see what we do on our off days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Coach, and good luck the rest of the trip in Southern California.
Thank you very much.